So that 2 Maccabees 9 and 5. This is the third example.
2 Maccabees chapter 9 verse 5.
Right, again, this is the third example of pride going before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. We don't know.
But the Lord Almighty, the God of Israel, smote him with an incurable and invisible plague.
Right, this is talking about Antiochus Epiphanes. Right, the Most High God, the God of the Israelites, as the brother just read. And that's what we've been saying since we've been out here. Right, the God of the Israelites. Y'all are going to acknowledge it. You're going to do it, right? Read on.
For as soon as he had spoke these words, a pain of the bowels that was remediless came upon him, and sore torments of the inner parts.
Right, the Most High is bringing judgment upon him for what he propped up. Matter of fact, just his name alone tell you how proud he was. Right, he was born Antiochus the Fourth. He changed his name to Antiochus Epiphanes. Epiphanes meaning God manifest. That's how proud he was. He was saying he was God manifest, right? We don't know.
And that most just, for he had tormented other men's bowels with many and strange torments.
Because he himself was a homosexual too. All them Greeks were, right? Read on.
Howbeit, he nothing at all ceased from his bragging.
You see, even though the Most High is punishing him, plaguing him, right? He's in a lot of pain, but he's still bragging to show how proud he was, right? Read on.
But still was filled with pride.
Still was proud. Still was proud, right? Read on.
Breathing out fire in his rage against the Jews, and commanding to haste the journey.
Right, still breathing out fire against God's people. Right? The biblical Hebrew Israelites, the people of Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian descent, right? Read on.
But it came to pass that he fell down from his chariot, carried violently, so that having a sore fall, all the members of his body were much pain.
Right, again, the Most High's jacking him up. The Most High passed judgment on him, right? But he was still proud, still bragging, right? Read on.
And thus, he that a little afore thought he might command the waves of the sea, so proud he was beyond the condition of man.
Right. He was so proud, man. He was beyond condition of man. He actually thought he was a god. He thought he was a god. That's why he named himself Epiphanes, meaning God manifest, right? To show how proud he was. But again, when the Most High passed that judgment, what happened with the pride? It goes before destruction. And that haughty spirit will go before the fall. We don't know.
And weighed the high mountains in a balance, that was now cast on the ground and carried in a horse litter, showing forth unto all the manifest power of the Most High Yahweh.
Right, you see that? Yeah, the Most High is making his power manifest. Right? Here this man's so big, bad, and proud, it have to be dragged on a horse's ass, basically. Right? Jump to verse 11 now.
Here therefore, being plagued, he began to leave off his great pride.
You see that? Being plagued. That pride is going now. You see that? That pride is going before his destruction. Right? He's leaving off from that great pride now, right? Read that part again now. Verse 11.
Here therefore, being plagued, he began to leave off his great pride, and to come to the knowledge of himself by the scourge of the Most High Yahweh.
As big as bad as he was, he has to acknowledge he's just a mere man. He's worms and dung. He's dirt. He's ashes. He's nothing. You have to acknowledge that. Right? He's nothing but flesh and bone. Nothing compared to the Creator. You have to acknowledge that. But how did he acknowledge it? By pain. Right? Pain and suffering. That's how the Most High works. To humble you. Right? Read on now.
to come to the knowledge of himself by the scourge of the Most High, his pain increasing every moment. And when he himself could not abide his own smell, he said these words, "It is meet to be subject unto the Most High Yahweh."
That's right. It is good to be subject, to humble yourself before the true and living God, the God of the Israelites. You understand? He had to acknowledge that. And guess what? This generation going to have to do the same thing. Going to have to do the same thing. You understand? Be it by the means that he had to go through it, y'all are going to go through it the same way. When the scourge is starting to hit, right? When them scourges starting to hit, right? Read on that.
And that a man that is mortal should not proudly think of himself as if he were the Most High Yahweh.
Exactly, you mere mortals. You nothing but worms and dung. You understand? Comparing yourself to the Creator. Madness. But that's what pride does. Pride lifts up people, let them think they're something when they're nothing. Right? And they don't even acknowledge the true and living God, the one and only. The God of the Israelites, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Y'all are going to acknowledge him. You better believe it. And that day is coming soon. That day is coming soon. Right? You all are going to acknowledge him, right? Read on now.
This wicked person vowed also unto the Lord, who now no more will have mercy upon him, saying thus, that the holy city, to which he was going to haste, to lay it even with the ground, and to make it a common burying place, he was set at liberty.
Right. Now he want to do the right thing. And we ain't got to read no more, that's it. Now he wanted to do the right thing. But guess what? It's too late. Judgment is already passed. Judgment is already passed. It's too late. And that's what I said about our people. My people. Right? They want to do things when it's too late, when judgment is already passed. And that is foolish. Right? The time to seek the Most High is now. Give me back in the Apocrypha, Ecclesiasticus 5. Ecclesiasticus 5 and 7. You understand? Ecclesiasticus 5 and 7. Going back to this again, man. And we stressing that point for our people. Don't wait until judgment is passed. Now you want to repent. It's too late. Right? Read what you got, huh?
All right. Ecclesiasticus chapter 5 verse 7. Make no tarry to turn to the Lord.
See? Don't wait. Don't put it off to turn to the Lord. Read on.
And put not off from day to day.
And don't put it off from day to day. Saying tomorrow will come, tomorrow will come. Put it off for some New Year's resolution. You can't do that. The Most High might pass judgment on you in a few seconds from now. Right? A few hours from now. You don't know. So the time to do it is right now. Read on now.
For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance.
Exactly. And that's what's going to happen. And that's how a lot of y'all are going to get humble. That's how y'all are going to get humble when judgment is passed. Right? But then it's going to be too late. Y'all better repent. Right? Seek the Lord while he may be found. Call you upon him while he's near. You understand? Y'all think things are going to get better. You understand? And that is the wrong move. Wrong move. The Bible didn't say that. The Bible said things are going to get worse and worse and worse. Alright? And that's why we roll with what the Bible says. What the true and living God say. Right?